Hey guys, it's Sarah Molnar, your Teen Beachbody coach and NCCPT personal trainer. I have a recipe for you for dinner, for lunch. It's awesome as leftovers, especially something you can just grab and go. If you are on the 21-day fix plan, you are gonna love this because it is 21-day fix approved. So in this bowl I have sauteed some ground turkey. From the pan. This is actually this is ground chicken, but you can use ground turkey. You can use organic ground beef, but I'm somebody where I try to, anytime I'm mixing any type of recipe like chili or any type of pasta dish with meat or tacos or anything, I try to use ground turkey or ground chicken because you can't really tell. If I'm making a meatloaf, I do tend to use ground beef, organic ground beef. So this is one of them that you can't really tell. So use an organic chicken or an organic ground turkey. So to this, what you're going to add is 3/4 cup of cottage cheese. Now this is the organic, it's the Wegmans brand. It's 2%. You can buy 4%. I'm all about full fat. The reason I grabbed the 2% is because I screwed up and I grabbed the wrong one. So it is a little bit water. It has a little bit more water to it, which is fine because then it'll all steam together. So this is about 3/4 cup. Throw that in there. And to that, you're going to add a teaspoon of balsamic. So when I do this, this is how I measure. Teaspoon. You can't really screw this up because it all goes together. That is an organic. This is an organic honey. I really like it because it's squeezable. I try to buy the organic raw honey, but they didn't have it again. So teaspoon, put it in there. It's not a lot. Then we're going to add our seasonings. This is a tablespoon of Italian seasoning. That's how I measure. And you're going to want to make sure that when you are making this recipe that you make enough because it is delicious and it's healthy, and any type of carb I know people go crazy on. Just make sure, this is just some black pepper I'm throwing in. Just make sure when you're picking out your pasta, it depends. There are a lot of people that are gluten sensitive. I know people think it's a hype, but people do have celiac disease. And people who have thyroid disease, like myself, have come to discover I do have a gluten intolerance. Is this something that's going to make me lose a lot of weight? Or, ooh, gluten-free, I don't do this. No, I do it because I have issues. And when I eat gluten, it's not pretty. So this is a tablespoon parsley flakes. I'm not the cleanest chef in the world. Tablespoon of garlic powder. Throw that in there. And then a tablespoon of oregano. And you throw that in there. I love these meals that it's just like one dish and you just throw it all in. So I'm taking the easy way out. You add spaghetti sauce to it or any type of tomato sauce, marinara sauce. I do make my own sauce, but it's a weeknight quick meal. So I do use the organic marinara sauce from Wegmans. It's awesome. Power! There we go. So we're just going to throw that whole jar in there. Like I said, this is awesome for leftovers. So we're just going to mix it up. Can you see me mixing, babe? Just so they can see what it's like. So the cottage cheese, it might sound weird, but it actually acts as a ricotta cheese, or if you're Italian, ricotta, which I'm not Italian, clearly. So we're just going to mix that up. And then I had already cooked some noodles. This is a penne, but you can really use any noodle. So throw that in there. Make sure, I like to do my pasta until it's al dente, which means it's almost done in my Irish lingo. But because the pasta is going to help cook it further, so you're just going to mix it up. And then I think it just retains more of the flavor. So you can't even tell that it's cottage cheese in here. It just tastes rich and creamy and delicious. So you're just going to mix it all up. And I like to cover mine. The recipe doesn't say to cover it. I like covering pasta dishes. Hey, if you like that crusty noodle, by all means, don't cover it. But I don't. I like it to taste very creamy and soft. So I cover it with some aluminum foil. And then the last 5 minutes, I take off the aluminum foil and then I add mozzarella cheese. So the recipe calls for a blue container. If you're doing the 21-day fix, that blue container of cheese for the whole recipe. Oh, we have a little feature. She always appears in my videos. So you can add that right on there too. So I'm going to cover this. I'm going to put it in 350 degrees for about 20-25 minutes, just until it really heats through. You'll start to notice it'll bubble on the side. Take that aluminum foil off, and then those last 5 minutes, put the mozzarella cheese on top of it, and you're good to go. So what I like to do, I just want to show you this real quick, because I like to eat. So this is kind of something you can do too, where if you want to make your food go further. This is called spaghetti squash. So all you do is cut it in half. It's on fire right now. You cut it in half, and then you literally, when it's, put a little bit of water on the bottom and nuke it. This is a just a regular corningware dish, and then you can see, you just scrape it. This is why it's called spaghetti squash. So what I do is I put this down on my plate, and then I put the pasta on top of it. So that way it looks like I'm getting a little bit more than what I'm getting, and plus I get another serving of vegetables in. You could do this with spaghetti, you could do this with any type of pasta dish. This is the container, this is the green container. So this recipe is going to use a blue, a red, and a yellow. So mark those off on your tally sheets of your 21-day fix. You're gonna measure it though with a green. So that's just a way, so shove it in there as much as you can, but this is what you're gonna measure it with. And you'd be surprised how much is in here on top of the spaghetti squash. So, by all means, fill this spaghetti squash. Let me just fill off the couch. Just fill this up with a green. You get a lot of it. Fill this up with the green. And there you go. You're all set for your happy, healthy dinner. So if you guys have any questions or comments or want to join my next accountability group, or really want to know what's this container thing all about with the 21-day fix, please feel free to message me, or you can email me at beachbodysarah with an H @yahoo.com. Hope you guys have a happy, healthy day.